Have you ever found yourself trapped in a relationship where you felt like you were always on edge, constantly doubting your instincts, or even questioning your reality? Whether it's a manipulative partner, a toxic coworker, or a controlling friend, manipulators have a way of hijacking your brain chemistry to manipulate your emotions, thoughts, and behavior. They make you doubt your own mind, and often, you don't even see it coming. In today's video, we're going to uncover the fascinating and alarming science behind how manipulators hijack your brain using powerful psychological and neurobiological tactics. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how it happens, but also how you can fight back and regain control of your mind. Manipulation isn't just about words or behaviors. It's deeply rooted in neurobiology, the intricate wiring of your brain, and the chemicals that control your emotions, thoughts, and actions. In fact, manipulators know exactly how to influence your neurotransmitters and hormones to trigger emotional responses, leaving you vulnerable to their control. These tactics aren't just mental tricks. They involve manipulating your brain chemistry at a biological level, influencing everything from dopamine to cortisol. In this video, we're going to explore how manipulators exploit your brain's natural systems to control your emotions, behaviors, and perceptions. We'll go deep into the neurobiology of manipulation, breaking down how dopamine, oxytocin, cortisol, and serotonin are hijacked to make you feel addicted, anxious, or trapped. But more importantly, we'll reveal how you can break free and fight back, taking control of your brain chemistry and mental state. The power of dopamine, the reward system, hijacked. Let's start with dopamine, the brain's feel-good neurotransmitter. Dopamine plays a significant role in your brain's reward system, helping you experience pleasure, motivation, and reinforcement of behaviors that bring you rewards. This chemical is responsible for the sensation of satisfaction when you accomplish something or when you feel loved and cared for. How manipulators use dopamine to control you. Manipulators know that dopamine can easily be triggered by positive reinforcement. They will often offer you just enough affection, praise, or attention to keep you hooked, giving you a sense of reward. This creates an addictive cycle where you constantly seek their approval or validation. The result is a dopamine dependency, where your brain becomes conditioned to associate them with feelings of pleasure or satisfaction. For example, a manipulative partner might shower you with love and attention, making you feel euphoric. But just as quickly, they might withdraw or create emotional distance, causing you to feel anxious and insecure. This inconsistency in their behavior is what keeps you chasing their validation, feeding your dopamine system and reinforcing your dependence on them for emotional fulfillment. Breaking free from dopamine manipulation. To break free from dopamine-driven manipulation, it's crucial to understand that dopamine addiction can be powerful, but is ultimately short-lived. Start setting boundaries and practicing self-care that does not rely on external validation. Find fulfillment through personal goals, hobbies, or relationships that are emotionally healthy and not based on manipulation. Mindfulness practices and meditation can help recalibrate your brain, redirecting your focus from external rewards to internal satisfaction. Oxytocin, the trust and bonding hormone. Next, let's discuss oxytocin, the bonding hormone, often referred to as the love hormone. It's released during moments of intimacy, trust, and emotional connection. For example, during physical touch or close emotional exchanges. Oxytocin plays a huge role in the formation of social bonds, making you feel connected, loved, and supported. How manipulators exploit oxytocin. Manipulators know that oxytocin creates a sense of trust and deep connection. They will often use affectionate behaviors like hugs, kisses, or emotionally intimate conversations to trigger oxytocin release in your brain, making you feel close and trusting. But once they have your trust, they might use it to control or manipulate you. For example, a manipulative friend might initially show empathy and warmth, making you feel as if you're deeply connected. Over time, they begin to use that emotional bond to control you, perhaps by making you feel guilty for saying no or questioning their behavior. Because of the oxytocin-induced bond, you might find it harder to set boundaries or call out their toxic behavior, leading you to give in to their demands. Fighting back against oxytocin manipulation. Recognizing when someone is using emotional intimacy as a tool for manipulation is crucial to protect your well-being. Ask yourself if their actions truly match their words, or if they are meant to make you feel special just to get something in return. Checking the balance in your relationship helps you see if your emotional needs are being genuinely met. Are they listening when you talk? Do they respect your boundaries? Or do they only show interest when they want something? When emotional intimacy feels forced or one-sided, it's a sign that manipulation might be at play. Practicing emotional awareness means paying close attention to how you feel in moments of closeness. If you feel cortisol, the stress hormone in manipulation. Cortisol is a hormone released in response to stress. While cortisol is essential for survival, it becomes harmful when it's chronically elevated due to constant stress. How manipulators use cortisol to keep you off balance. Manipulators often trigger high cortisol levels to keep you anxious, fearful, and on edge. They might create emotional instability, pushing you into a constant state of stress and uncertainty. For instance, a manipulative boss might constantly criticize you, make you feel inadequate, or set impossible expectations, leading to a chronic state of stress. As your cortisol levels rise, you may feel unable to think clearly and start doubting your abilities or self-worth, making you more susceptible to their control. Fighting back against cortisol manipulation. To fight back against cortisol manipulation, you need to learn how to reduce chronic stress and break free from situations that trigger it. Stress management techniques like deep breathing, exercise, and relaxation can help bring your cortisol levels down and restore mental clarity. Serotonin, the chemical of mood and well-being. Serotonin is another key neurotransmitter that influences mood, happiness, and emotional stability. It's often referred to as the feel-good chemical because it regulates feelings of calm, well-being, and emotional resilience. How manipulators hijack your serotonin levels. Manipulators may use your serotonin levels to control your mood and sense of well-being. They might inflate your serotonin levels by giving you intermittent praise or validation, but they may also cause serotonin to plummet. This fluctuation in serotonin can make you emotionally unstable, swinging from euphoria to depression as your serotonin levels rise and fall unpredictably. This makes you more likely to seek out their attention, approval, or validation, further feeding into the cycle of manipulation. Fighting back against serotonin manipulation. The key to fighting back is to stabilize your serotonin levels by engaging in activities that naturally boost serotonin without relying on manipulators. Regular exercise, spending time in nature, maintaining social connections with supportive people, and practicing gratitude are all proven ways to increase serotonin levels and improve your emotional well-being. By understanding how these chemicals work and how they are manipulated, you can regain control over your own mind. The key to fighting back is to recognize the signs of manipulation, set boundaries, and engage in healthy practices that protect your mental and emotional well-being. Once you begin to understand how your brain works, you'll be empowered to make decisions that are rooted in clarity and self-respect, rather than emotional manipulation. If you found this deep dive into the neurobiology of manipulation helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might benefit from it. Let's continue exploring the fascinating world of psychology and neuroscience together, and remember, understanding the science behind manipulation is the first step toward taking back control of your life.